lecturing in case he can't get here.
Yeah.
So we're live, and we have Aditya, Ben, Craig, John, Sampriti, and myself, David. And we're in the Atlantic Scrum for Agile Ventures. So we want to pick a leader for the Scrum to replace Sam for this afternoon. At least it's afternoon our time on the eastern side of the Atlantic.
I volunteer you, David.
Okay, I accept. Okay, so we have some new faces, at least new faces to me. Ben and Craig, is it your first time here?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yep.
That's great. And have you come in through the CS169?
Yeah,
course?
I have.
That's great. Well, we'll run a little scrum here and give you a chance afterwards to ask some questions and figure out how you want to get involved.
Magic. That sounds great. Thank you very much.
And I see Sam has joined us. Hello, Sam. Well, while we wait for Sam, John, do you want to start with giving us your update?
Sure. Yeah, I've been working on the Hookup Manager, what we're calling the Hookup Manager, which is to set up and keep track of pair programming events within the website one site. And I did some more pairing yesterday with Marion. We got through some problems, and then I see Sam's there talking. We can't hear you, Sam. And other than that, I'm not really stuck on anything. I'm hoping
Sam's talking to us or somebody else there. I'll unmute your mic.
This is people from all around the world.
Oh, Sam is talking to other people. Sorry.
Okay.
I guess you're there on.
Oh, yeah, no, but I'm here, guys. Sorry, I'm late. The previous lecture overrun. Is someone taking over as a Scrum Master?
Yeah, John's just giving his update.
Great. Do carry on.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can pair with Yarrow today. I'm at a point where I think I understand the code base pretty well, and it would be great to start over with some concrete steps and work towards doing this in a good TDD fashion. So.
All right. Where are the most current documents for what you're working on now? Is it here under articles, or am I looking in the wrong place?
Actually, if you go to the PP scheduler project on the left instead of the website one project.
Ah, right. So it's kind
that's
of
where I've been keeping materials, and then I'm not sure which section. Maybe go to project overview.
Sorry, just to give the first timers an overview of what you're working on. So that was the original attempt to pair programming, was kind of to use Google Calendar, and that was really difficult because as soon as a few people tried to merge their calendars, it just became unmanageable. So we're going for something much simpler, at least simpler from the user point of view.
Yeah, I don't remember where the links are to the. Oh, let's see.
Let's see. We've got lo-fi views and lo-fi prototypes. And you've got.
Okay. I've updated that one. So okay, yeah, there's some links there. So the top link, the GitHub IO one, would be the original or the HTML mockup that I'd done.
Oh, so it's the hookups side you're working on first, isn't it?
Right.
So the idea is that there'll be a list of things that are active and a list of things that are going to be starting in the next few hours that you might want to join up with.
Right.
Yeah. So you've been working on some code with Yarrow?
Yeah, with Yarrow, and then more recently with Marion.
Oh, great. Yes, of course.
Yeah, working on code and working on tests, but not doing it. And it's more like exploratory, the way I've been doing it, as opposed to TDD. So I think it would be good to go back and, now that I understand it, to tackle it over again, in a way.
All right. So anything blocking you right now?
No, nothing specific. No.
And plans or availability?
Yeah, I'm available afterwards. Yeah.
Oh, great, great. Okay, Sampriti, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I just had like 1 hour this morning, and I was looking into like the ongoing discussion about automating invitations. There was an interesting there was an interesting way of using maybe the Selenium WebDriver to automate the invitation. So I was just looking into that and exploring new things. So that's all. Nothing really much related to Agile Ventures. So yeah, that's all. And my plans for today might be like to work on some website one stuff after this, and yeah, nothing's blocking me. David, can you hear me?
I could hear you, Sampriti. Yes.
Yeah, I don't.
David, are
Yeah,
you all right? Have you lost your audio?
No, I'm still here. I still hear you, Sampriti. So anything else?
no, nothing else.
Should we ask Yarrow for his update?
Sure.
Yarrow, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Is that
Anything?
it?
What are you up to? What? Anything blocking you? Anything planned?
All right. No, nothing's blocking me. I've spent this morning researching on aspect stubs and mocks and all that stuff, and I got so excited about it. I've written an article and I have posted that on Agile Ventures in the article section. So it would be nice for people to read and leave their comments if there's anything, corrections, suggestions, just anything would be very nice.
That's great. Do you want to post the link into the group chat?
Sure. It is. Wait a second. It's in the article sections.
I've got it, Yarrow. There it is.
No, David's done it for us. Thanks, David.
Yeah, that's the one. That's it. Yeah, and I'll be available after Scrum. So yeah, I'll be happy to pair with John to do some TDD.
Okay. Sam, you and I left to do updates.
Just one more thing. I have refactored my pull requests, and also adding the link to adding the getting started link to the main page. I just wanted to show you that for you guys to approve, or not to approve. So if you just look at my screen now.
Mm-hmm. I think we just lost your screen share.
Right, coming back. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Third is the link that take you to the getting started.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Yeah, I mean, I think some people more stylistically inclined than me might have an issue with it being separated from the other things. At the same time, I think making it obvious that that's the place to get started is kind of cool. So I don't have a problem with that.
And we have the getting started down to the avatar of the user.
Excellent.
Which knows how to move around, and it will appear here too.
Okay. Great.
Okay. So, should we keep it like this for now?
We'll put the pull request in and see what Brian says.
I have. He said just get more input from other people.
Okay. Does anybody dislike or have any problem with this position of the getting started link? I quite like it. David?
No, like I disliked it before when in the small navigation it was like kind of looking weird, but now it looks perfect. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, me too. And John Engelbert likes it too.
Okay, that's cool then.
There we go.
That's great. That's it. Nothing else then.
All right. So, David, if I'm next, then for me, since the last Scrum, I had a pairing with 2 Maker students and 2 MOOC students. That was David and Bushra, and we worked on we were kind of reviewing how the local support project operates and the tracker and so on. We actually managed to vote on a story there, David. I mentioned that in the Slack chat. It's related to the story that you're working on. We put like one pointer there for the all going to able to edit the volunteer operation. And we started working on this notify admin by email when someone requests charity status. That's all for the local support project. We didn't, in the time available, finish that feature. So I don't know if did David BF get in touch with you afterwards, David? Because conceivably he might have wanted to carry on working on that one, but I guess he didn't.
I saw him this morning at the Euro Asia Scrum, but we didn't talk about that specifically.
No, that's fine. No. This was after the Euro Scrum. So if you haven't seen him since the Euro Scrum, then don't worry. But so that's right. Sort of a hanging thing. Nothing in particular blocking me. My plan, I'm going to be pairing with a couple of maker students here now for open source pairing. One of them is Roy, who's been doing various things with local support. I think we're going to maybe look at some styling things, and then also anything, but we'll see what changes into as well on the local support. So if people want to observe that, they're more than welcome to. But yeah, my apologies for starting late. Things took longer in the previous meeting. Yeah, I'm very pleased to see Craig and Ben in with us. I guess I have been saying, I don't know how far we are through the Scrum proceedings. What we might quickly do is do a couple of quick votes on the local support stories, unless there's any other urgent pressing business, because I think that's a bit of a block for people who are looking for stories to work on. Does that sound reasonable?
That sounds good. I've just a quick update that I've been working on local support again today, pairing with Michelle, who's one of our CS169 students. Right. So making steady progress on the story we talked about before. Yeah, right. Let's bring up Pivotal Tracker and do some. Yeah,
let's do some voting. I guess I've been on. I've been sharing the screen here. I've got them on the big screen here. This is the local support is software that supports the Harrow Community Network, which is a list of charities in northwest London. If I go on the screen, no, find the right thing. Let me get on the screen share, like so. You can see our nice infinite regress. Hopefully everybody can see my tracker here. So actually we've got everything voted in on the backlog. So I thought we might just like knock off a few of these stories in the icebox. So we've had a request from the client, who I meet every Thursday, about how the new volunteer opportunities feature that we've rolled out, that should have. So this is the that was the main pages, the different organizations. This volunteer opportunities has new feature we've just rolled out, so that individual organizations can register volunteers that they're looking for. And if I guess, yeah. So at the moment, each of these individual volunteer opportunities, we've just gone with the simplest thing first of having a title and a description, and also an associated organization. The client is suggesting that we need other parameters. We need skills, experience needed, volunteers needed, contact details, and so on. And we need validations. So actually, it was last week with some maker students that we added some validations for the organization and the title and description. So this should be, I think, a relatively straightforward feature. It would involve a migration to add these fields to that volunteer op thing, and then adding some validations. I think.
So what about validations?
So usually we'd be voting on this on a level of 1, 2, or 3, where 1 is simple, 2 is intermediate, and 3 is complex. It's telling me I'm getting. Oh, okay, there we go. I think we had a bit of network connectivity issue there. But so we've got this story. What we would usually do now is, unless there's any other questions about this story, any other questions about this feature?
Yeah, which fields need to be validated? They're all optional, so
where
does validation come into this?
Actually, we don't need validations. My apologies. Yes, they're all optional fields. I was thinking I'm so very focused on the previous validations. But so Yeah, I think we just need a few optional fields. So it's just adding those things to the database, and then adding, adjusting the form so that they are in there. So, any other discussion needed on this? If not, then consider your vote of 1, 2, or 3. Type that into the group chat, and then I'm going to do 3, 2, 1, go, and we will vote simultaneously on the complexity of the feature. 3, 2, 1, go. So we've got 2 from myself and Yarrow and Ben. Sampriti and David are isolated with a 1. Sampriti and David, do you want to talk about why you think it's a 1?
I think like the existing framework already exists, and adding new fields is like just, or kind of like copy pasting the previous functionality and just changing the fields. So which is why I think it's a 1, because like the existing
Yeah.
framework is already in place, and we just need to like add in fields that are like almost similar to the existing ones.
Yeah. I tend to agree with you, although my general rule of thumb is that if we're making a change to the database, then I usually make it a 2 rather than a 1. But yeah, David?
Yeah, it seems a lot simpler than the one that Michelle and I are working on at the moment.
Yeah. I'd be happy to switch to a 1. Hello, Ben, Yarrow?
That's fine.
It's just, yeah, that's my personal rule. Whenever it's something to do with the database and validations,
Yeah.
you just have to be more careful with it and spend more time with it.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be tempted to say, I misspoke there, and I think, and as David pointed out, we don't actually need any validations for this one, so it's going to be simply adding the fields and then changing the form.
Okay, well, yeah, that could be a 1, I guess.
Yeah. I think, I mean, and Ben, if you were willing to, concede to the group movement towards a 1, then perhaps we can get that done. I'm tempted to go for a 1 there. Thanks, Ben. Yeah, so I mean, we could carry on voting on some other things here. I'm tempted to dive into pairing. I've got Roy and James here ready to go. I guess, are the people who are interested, I guess in particular, we've got Ben and Craig who are new people in here. Are you, any questions from you guys about how this works or what's going on?
No, I just feel a little bit